Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing on this Thursday morning? To everyone, God bless everybody. Here we are with another great video, guys. My name is EJ Uno. I have a great news to spread, guys, for all my Metro by T-Mobile people out there who love the Metro news, the Metro phones out there, and most of all, the great deals. So here we go, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Now, Metro PCS has released some new phones on Metro PCS site, and I'm definitely going to be telling you about the deals and everything about it. Starting with the first phone, they have the new Rebel 6X Pro 5G out. Now, guys, I want to say this phone, it looks kind of like the same one, but different, and it has something very special if you're that type of person. And so we're gonna get into that. So just taking a look at the phone. So it looks like, for without seeing the specs, it has 4 camera humps on the back of it. It just has like some type of like, it seems like a navy blue color to it. The screen size, it looks kind of big. It looks like it has a little bit of bezels to it, and I'm trying to see, you know what I'm saying, what's so different about it, because it kind of looks like the same one, but not really. So one thing I do come across is it says it has 256 gigabytes of storage. That is one thing I definitely wanted to talk about, because I am a memory person myself, and over everything, when I look for a phone, I look for the memory, and 256 is very nice. Now, if this phone supports SD card support, that is very nice as well. So get into the deals. For a new customer, you can get this phone for only $29 plus the plan that you pick, and decide if now this thing will be available on MetroPCS.com by T-Mobile.com, so you can buy it with that and the plan of your choice without any activation troubles. Now, if you go into the store and you just don't want to go and you're not an online, person to do things, you will most likely pay an activation fee for that, and like maybe a SIM card. So it's up to you which route you want to take it. Me personally, I would wait for this thing to drop on the Metro PCS by T-Mobile.com and get it like that. Now, if you bring your number, you will get $29 less and get this phone for free. So that's just that's for the people who want to transfer the number from a different carrier that is not T-Mobile. Now, get into the specs back of the phone. On the camera hump, the 4 cameras that we see, the specs of the camera are going to be a 50 megapixel main camera, 5 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel depth, and another 2 megapixel micro. The front camera will have a 16 megapixel camera on the front of it, and the screen size. Let me see if I can see the screen size of the phone. Okay, let's see if I'm able to see that. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the phone will have a 20:9 ratio LCD display, and the resolution will be a 1640 by 720 pixel, which I really do think they should have stepped up the resolution to maybe a, you know what I'm saying, like a 1080p would have probably been a lot better. I mean, when you're going to call something pro or something like that, you kind of want to give it mostly like all the bells and whistles. Now, I understand you gave it 256 gigabytes, but you really could have just gave it like the front camera could have been at least like a 30 something, and the what you call it, the resolution could have been like 1080p or something like that. I mean, it really could have, and maybe an AMOLED display that probably would have helped. So seeing that it has an LCD, most likely the fingerprint sensor is on the side of it, just to put that out there. It is 5G. It will have a 5,000 milliamp battery. It will have a MediaTek 700, which I guess that's okay. Now it does say it has wireless charging, so not only does it have 5,000 milliamp battery, which works great for phones now, I see it nowadays, and it has wireless charging and 256 gigabytes of storage. That is awesome. Now the display, I don't know. It doesn't say the size of the display, so I'm trying to figure out like what's the size of the display. It looks like it could be a 6.7-inch screen. It will have 6 gigabytes of RAM, and you can expand the storage with the SD card to two terabytes. So that's a plus right there. I'm still unconfirmed about the size of the screen because it's not letting me know, and I don't know, what the size is. Just taking a look at it, I would say it's probably about a 6.7. In my case, it seems like it's a 6.7-inch screen. So okay, guys, I had to pause the video because I was trying to see the dimensions of the screen size of the Revel 6X Pro 5G, and not even the video was even stated how big the screen size was. But like I said, it could be just a 6. Knowing that the next phone I'm about to say what the screen size of it is, I want to say it's about 6.7-inch screen. I did see that it will have Android 13 on board of the phone, so that's nice. Now this phone out the door, if you just want to buy the phone right out the door, which I don't see why anybody would, is $229. So yeah. Okay, so moving on to the next one, we have the Revel X 5G with a price tag of $199. Now, when it comes to the deals, you can get this with a new number for nothing, for $0 down, and get it for nothing down. And if you want to bring your number, it's still $0 down. So the same thing applies for bring your numbers as I did with the 6X Pro 5G. Okay, so get into the specs. The phone will come with 128 gigabytes of storage on board. It will have a lunar gray to it. The phone kind of looks similar to the bigger brother, and just a little bit of getting more into the specs. We will have a 50 megapixel camera, 2 megapixel micro, and a 2 megapixel depth with a 8 megapixel front facing camera. And we will have a 45 milliamp battery, 5G, a MediaTek 700. It will also have wireless charging, and it will also have SD card support up to 2 gigabytes of memory. It will have a 20:9 LCD with a resolution of 1600 by 720. Now this screen size is a 6.5-inch phone, and it will have 4 gigabytes of RAM. So yeah, so that's another one to look out for. So depending on which one you see, if you, whichever one, I mean personally, I would just go with the Pro, like for real. Like I would just, it seemed like they're pretty much similar but a little bit different. But yeah, I would just go with the Pro. Another phone coming to Metro PCS is the Nokia G310 5G with a price tag of $199. Now, Nokia, it has been around for a long time, made great phones. One of my reviews that I did when I got my daughter a Nokia phone is a lot of people loved it. I forgot which model it was, but but a lot of people loved it. So this phone is very it looks okay. I don't want to jump the gun, but it looks okay. Before I get into the specs, it comes in midnight blue with 120 gigabytes of storage. New number, $0 down. Bring your number, $0 down. You have a triple rear camera with a 50 megapixel camera, main camera, and with advanced Nokia camera UI. I don't know, some type of new software camera UI with an 8 megapixel front facing camera. Now it has 2 more cameras on the back, so I assume one might be 5 depth and the other one might be a 2 micro, or they might just be 2. It will have a HD HD plus 90 refresh rate, which is really good. LCD V notch 20 by 9 ratio, and have a 2.5D Gorilla Glass 3. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Now, the ones I just mentioned before should have had something like that. Like Nokia, when I tell you Nokia phones, you might be like, they might look the same, but Nokia brings it. They really do bring it. So this, I mean, for a display like that, I mean, and they put a 720 by 1612 on it. So the Rebel, they could have definitely did that. But you know what I'm saying. But it is what it is. It had now it's going to come with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 480 plus 5G, and it will have and you will have Gorilla Glass 3, and it says pre-installed Android 13 will come with this phone. So even giving it a Snapdragon is really nice. Now the screen size, which they do display, is going to have a 6.6 inch screen, which is really nice. For a screen size like that, it says it will have a 5,000 milliamp battery. If I didn't mention that, NFC will be available. 4 gigabytes of RAM with expandable of 1 terabyte of storage, which is really good. Let me see. That's really just it. I mean, that's really good for that phone. Like, I mean, really good. I'm just not a big fan of the teardrop camera. Excuse me, but it is a nice, when it comes to specs, it really is a nice phone. Now, going down the line, another new phone that I do see that I do think everybody would be interested in is the Motorola G Stylus 2023, which is seems to be a very good phone in my choice for anybody, and it seems to be, out of all the phones that I'm about to mention, I feel like this phone would be the main phone that everybody should go for. So let me just break it down. This is the Moto G Stylus 5G 2023. Obviously, Motorola don't really want to change the names. Wants to keep it the same. It will come in cosmic. It will come in the color cosmic black with 120 gigabytes of storage. It will for new customers, you can buy it for $19.99. For bring your own number, you will get it with 0 down. This is available to purchase. Now, when it comes to the camera, you will have a 15 megapixel main camera. You will have an 8 megapixel ultra wide, and you have a micro vision depth, but it don't give the. I'm assuming it's going to be a 5, because you have 2 cameras. Oh no, you only have 2 cameras on the back. I'm sorry. So the 50 megapixel main and the 8 megapixel ultra wide, micro, and vision depth. So all is one. And on the front of it, you will have a 16 megapixel front facing camera with a 24 by 1080p resolution. So yeah, and then you have a 120 refresh rate with a 6.6 inch screen. It doesn't say if it's an IPS or LCD screen, but I'm pretty sure it'll be something like that. You will have a built-in stylus that really doesn't do nothing. I'm just gonna put that out there. But at least you get a 6.6 inch screen with 120 refresh rate. That's really nice, and it does support micro SD card slot, and you will have stereo sound. Something I have not been I've been mentioning with these other phones, but haven't been able to mention that. You know what I'm saying? Well, I've been mentioning all these other phones, was unable to mention stereo speakers. So I don't know if the other ones have it, but this one definitely does advertise it. 5,000 milliamp battery. More into the specs, you have a 6 gigabytes of RAM and 2 terabyte of SD card if you want to put that on there. So like I said, this seems to be the breadwinner. This seems to be the most popular one, in my opinion, that is new. Now, I wouldn't say all the Metro phones, because it's some that definitely override this. But I would definitely go with, as far as these new phones, I would definitely go with this right here. I'm trying to see if it's any other new phones that are out right now that I didn't mention that came to the screen. Really, I think that's it. I mean, I think everything else I have made a video on. But anyway, guys, Sorry about the long video. Just definitely had to break it down to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please just drop me a like and a comment if and a dislike if you whichever one. Which if you did like it, appreciate it. Drop me a like. If you didn't like it, drop a thumbs down. Comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button because I love doing this, guys. I really do. And appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and I'll be back with more.